Okay, so let's be honest. Selling digital downloads is arguably one of the best business models that's out there. I've said many times, if I was gonna start my career all over again, I would have only focused on digital assets. But unfortunately, I didn't even know that was a thing when I first started my business. But if there was an additional 60 hours available in my work week, then 100% I would open up another shop. But I just don't have the time. But what I have done is studied a bunch of very successful digital download stores. And the high-level strategies that digital asset stores have is really no different than the same strategies that I have done to grow my 7-figure Etsy and Shopify brands. Actually, that's a lie. There are variables that are slightly different that we're going to talk about in this video and how the strategies do slightly change. Even if you would consider yourself an advanced digital asset seller or a digital asset shop, I would still watch this video to its entirety because the very last tip is going to show you how to scale your digital asset shop to its max potential in terms of profit and revenue. And so with that being said, let's get into these 3 high-level strategies. So number 1, as we know, there are really infinite things that we could build digital assets around, whether it's creative art with personalization, B2B business assets like social media graphics, templates, workbooks, ebooks, even courses now. I'm seeing courses on the platform as well. Logos, personalized logos, Shopify templates. The list really does not end. But my first tip that I see a lot of digital asset stores doing when they first launch is they come to market and they're launching really great items, but they're launching only low ticket items. So with their prices ranging from $1 to like $4 or $5. And that's actually not a bad thing to do. Launching really low ticket digital assets like that is a good way to get reviews really fast because you have such a low barrier of entry to your product. You can kickstart getting reviews and sales and getting your shop indexed organically, pretty fast when you sell such low ticket goods. However, you don't want to make your core focus of your inflow of consistent, product launches happening or new digital assets coming to market with only low ticket items or low ticket digital assets in mind. In your monthly launch process, you want to consider having higher ticket things to sell as well. And we're going to showcase why this is so important later on too. And so the easiest way to do this and what you'll see on Etsy is by taking all of your low ticket items and making whole shop bundles as an offering. So you can charge, over, let's just say $15 for the item. And you can see that this works across all different types of niches, whether it's the creative art space, or if you're that B2B digital asset type of business selling templates and ebooks, why not just make an entire bundle that you can sell for say $40, $50, $60, whatever the market will allow you to sell at. And really the sky is the limit on this. I mean, I'm finding listings here that, this course is being sold for almost $900. And if you look at the reviews, in just 10 months, they've gotten 9 reviews. And that's assuming that every single person that bought left a review. So it's more likely that this course has probably sold, I would say, at least 14 or 15 times. My second high-level strategy here is relying on something called ChatGPT. And I've been talking about this more and more because I have been utilizing it a lot for my business in ways that you usually don't even think to go to ChatGPT, but I've been really using it a lot for my listing optimization, my keyword research, writing my titles, writing my tags, writing my description, my ideation. I've been using it for everything. And so if you're struggling with what's the next great opportunity or product to sell as far as a digital asset goes, let's ask ChatGPT. And keep in mind, I pay for the $20 a month version of this, but again, all of the other Etsy tools can weed those out since I can pay $20 a month and just use ChatGPT for everything. In this version of ChatGPT, it's all up-to-date data for $20 a month. So all of the tools that you otherwise would be paying for, it will actually cite those tools where it's got its information from. So I put in here, what are higher priced digital products I can sell on Etsy? I spelled that wrong. And basically it gave me a list of high ticket product opportunities that I could sell on Etsy. So then I take it a step further and I ask it the question on customizable business templates. I said, what are the most profitable customizable business templates to sell on Etsy? And it got pretty specific. Social media templates, branding kits, website and blog templates, business plan strategy templates, financial and budgeting templates. And I bet you that it would even explain to you how to do it step by step and build these spreadsheets in Google Sheets if you even asked it how to build a financial and budget template. Or you can hire someone on Fiverr to build one for you. E-commerce and product listing templates, email marketing templates, client onboarding and management templates. And so then I took the client welcome packets and I put it into Etsy to see what is showing up and for what price points. And as you can see, this is like, I would say this is a middle tier product, but for $20 as a 20 add to carts page, and it's an all-in-one Airbnb bundle template. And if you're somebody that doesn't know anything about Airbnb, guess what? We can ask ChatGPT what is important to go inside of an Airbnb digital asset bundle template. And you see how the potential of opportunity just goes on and on and on and on. Guys, I'm going to continue to share all the insights that I get with ChatGPT because we really have to get used to this AI era and utilizing tools like this to make us faster. And no, I'm not sponsored by ChatGPT. It's just the future is here, guys. And we got to be as efficient as possible with our time. All right, guys. And now we're going into strategy number 3. So the reason why focusing on higher ticket items is so important is because, like I said, lower ticket listings are good. Every single template or whatever design exists in that big bundle, you can increase your listing amount by breaking that up and listing every single individual asset by itself. And then the highest ticket thing is like your bundle pack. And so that's great. But the real money is going to get made with those higher ticket bundles. And having higher ticket bundles are really important because when it comes to scaling your business on Etsy, and this is especially fun for people doing digital downloads because the influx of sales doesn't affect anything logistically like with me. When I get an influx of sales, I have to be able to handle those sales logistically with fulfilling those orders with us making our goods. Digital downloads are not that, right? You get a sale and you can scale that up as much because it's just buy and go, which is the beauty of this. So my point is that if you want to scale to your max potential on Etsy, there's only 2 ways to do it. You can max out your Etsy ad budget, which everyone should do profitably, and you can launch more things to sell. So you're always going to have a consistent inflow of new product launches happening because that is just the nature of growing an Etsy shop. Research and development for your business and new products never stops. But outside of that, the only way that you can hit your max potential is by getting your Etsy ads budget to the max budget of allowance of $1,000 a day. And I have a full training on this topic and how to analyze your ads properly, the holistic, breakdown of what Etsy ads do to your store. I actually have a full free training that you can go watch after this video that breaks down how to get your Etsy ads to the max profitably, what metrics actually matter, how to tweak the dials to the max profitability. But the moral of the story is, before you go to that training, to finish the point here on this strategy, is that what a lot of times with the digital download products, when people start running ads to all their low ticket items, the ad cost gets eaten up really fast based off the low sale price. So if your sale price is only $3, but your cost per click when you run your ad is 20 cents or 30 cents, you're not leaving room for a lot of clicks before that sale price is eaten up by your ad costs. It's important to have a consistent, mix of inflow of higher ticket and lower ticket things happening. So don't only launch only lower ticket things. We want to have a mix of both because the goal with our Etsy shops is to reach our max profit potential. And we can't do that if we don't get our Etsy ads budget to the max budget allowance. And what we find is that not all of our listings make sense with ads on, but we do want our ads on because of the bigger thing at play that Etsy ads do for your business. They don't only get you more sales from the ads, more reviews, more organic indexing, but it helps you rank your shop and your listings organically as well. Ads contribute to the organic growth of your listings as well. And you can prove this to yourself in your stats in a listing. If you first launch a listing, you'll see if you put ad money behind it, that maybe when you first launch it in those first few months, your main traffic source is coming from the yellow, green from your ads, from paying for traffic. But over time, if it's a good listing and a profitable listing with ads, what you'll see happen is your ad traffic shrinks and your organic grows because you're organically getting shown on the first page more often. And this is what ads do to your listings on the listing level, but also on the highest level of your shop and your SEO of your store as well. And so the goal, like I said, for every seller is to get to their max potential. And outside of consistently launching new things, there's no other way to do that other than getting your Etsy ads to the max. And I would not recommend driving traffic from social media unless it's like retargeting traffic, like people that have already spent money with you, then that followed you to then come back to your Etsy shop. I wouldn't recommend getting new customers from social media and then, selling things to them on Etsy. Like that's kind of just a waste of that traffic because you pay Etsy a 6.5% selling fee for Etsy to solve a problem for you. And that problem is called traffic. So if you are so good at making content on social media and you're that viral content creator, drive that traffic to your own website. Don't earn that traffic and then pay a 6.5% selling fee on Etsy. Drive that to your Shopify store. Now, if you're someone that doesn't know Shopify and you don't want Shopify, okay, that's a different story. Go ahead, drive it to Etsy, but at least use your referral link so you don't pay 6.5%. You only pay, whatever it is with your referral link. But the moral of the story here is on Etsy specifically, I like to play the game of Etsy and how Etsy wants you to play that game. And we have to think in terms of what does the platform want? And the platform is going to long-term favor people that say that I'm going to outbid my competition down the street that isn't willing to spend on ads. And so, like I said, if I'm putting time, money, and energy into the Etsy platform, I'm going to put that time and energy into Etsy. And if I'm going to put time and energy into social media, that I am putting in all this hard work to make content, or, if I'm doing influencer outreach, I'm driving that traffic to my own website that I own. You know what I mean? So in summary here, guys, the goal is to get your Etsy ads to the max with more profit. And half the time when people say that ads don't work for them is because they don't actually know how to analyze their ads. And it's not really their fault because the Etsy ads reporting system actually doesn't give you one data point that you need in order to make a decision about when you turn your ads on and off. Actually, that's a lie. They do give you one data point and that data point is your spend, but that's it. Other than that, the revenue they're calculating, the ROAS they're calculating is actually worthless to you. But that training down below is going to show you step by step what is actually important and walk you through the journey of how to get your ads to profitability based off what is important with your Etsy ads. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any comments, questions, comment down below, and I'll hopefully see you in the next video. Bye, guys.